you ever get them like? Did you ever participate in like flipping or anything like that?
Nah.
Okay.
So let's get on with it.
It's a little bit different time period.
Wait, didn't Topps send you them when you were a player? Didn't they send you?
Well, yes, when I was a kid.
Oh, but what about when you were a player? Didn't they send you boxes for your kids and all that? Really? Okay.
Hey, Topps, are you listening? Mr. Rose is disappointed.
Yeah. No, I'm not.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
They used to always take the pictures at Shea Stadium.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I remember.
Oh, wow. I just saw the shirt. The Hick King right there. I love
His
that.
name Hank.
Okay.
He worked for
Cyberger.
Hank Feast.
I remember the game you hit. I'm a Mets fan. You hit 3 home runs against us. Remember that?
Yeah.
That was a great
3
game.
different pitches.
Was that right?
Well, how are you?
Got 5 hits that day.
Oh, wow. That was incredible.
Struck out first time up.
Oh, that's right.
No, not at all.
You probably
Nope.
okay.
I'm just waiting. Yeah, we're ready to go.
You know Espinosa.
Mr. Rose, if you don't mind just doing up a little bit, I appreciate it. I'm going to try to.
My memory hadn't gone yet.
Better not.
Everything else, yeah, but not my memory.
One of the best I ever watched.
Who is the ball player you looked up to when you were a little kid?
Believe it or not, you wouldn't think that I would idolize Ted Kaczynski
Okay.
because he was a big muscle guy.
Oh, the 57 Topps card. He's
but he
ripped.
played for the Reds.
Yeah.
Played first base. And then, of course, when I got to high school, I became a second baseman. Then I started watching Johnny Tillman.
Okay.
And I ended up being a roommate of his in spring training.
What a small world, right?
Yeah.
That's cool.
But the biggest days I used to have when I was a kid is when the Dodgers came into town.
Okay.
At Groveland Field.
Sure.
Because I grew up in the same neighborhood with Don Zimmer.
Okay.
Our dads were literally teammates. So, and in those days, the visitors' clubhouse was separate from the stadium.
Okay.
It was behind the stadium. And we used to go back there after the game and wait for Don to come out. He introduced me to Jackie and
Oh, my goodness.
Luke and
This was at Crosley, right?
yeah,
Okay.
Cirillo,
Wow.
Duke, Campanella, Reese,
Unbelievable.
Ambrose. I met all those guys just because I knew Dom Zimmer.
Well, I'm going to
And
get
my dad was a banker, and he used to get the tickets right behind the dugout when the Dodgers came into town.
Wow.
Anybody else came into town, I was up in nosebleed.
Were you a Dodgers fan?
I was a Dom Zimmer fan.
Don Zimmer.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Was he
That's
from
cool.
Cincinnati?
My high school,
Yeah. Wow.
my Little League part,
Oh my God.
same coaches, same fields,
Wow.
American Legion. When we lost him, 3 years ago, 4 years ago?
What's that?
When did we lose Dom? 4 or 5 years
Yes,
ago?
exactly.
Yeah.
When he was alive, I used to tell people he's the only one in the world who knows more about baseball than me.
Wow. Okay.
I don't know who it is now. Because he played all phases of baseball.
Right.
He was front office, he was a coach, he was a manager, he was a player.
And he was so well liked.
Yeah, and he got beamed twice. He had 2 plates in his head.
That's right.
He got beamed one time in St. Paul playing AAA. And another time I was watching him play against Al Jeffco to the Reds, hit him in the head. He didn't wear helmets in those days.
That's right.
Helmets.
Guys, we're going to get started opening this 1970 Topps Cello Pack. So we're going to put each card in a holder. This is card number 1.
Right?
I don't know if you remember him.
Sure.
This is a beauty. Well, it's a Pirates team card, which of course features Clemente, except look at the centering of it. So PSA, the company that grades them, it doesn't have to be sharp. It has to be centered within the card itself. Pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Number 4. Do you remember Clemente?
Okay. Sure.
Tell me just like one little nugget about him. Because so many of us never saw him.
Well, first of all, he was great with young players, and secondly, when you played at Forbes Field, you had to walk underneath the stadium because we had to go through their dugout to get to our dugout.
Okay.
And they used to have chairs underneath the stadium before the game. Bobby would sit back there and talk to all the young players.
Sure.
And in '69, the only way I could lose the batting title is I went 0 for 4, and he went 4 for 4. Well, I'm playing in Atlanta, he's playing in Pittsburgh. I'm 0 for 3, and he's 3 for 3.
Okay.
And
I just got goosebumps. That's
yeah,
crazy.
and I come up to bat and drop the bunt down. against Atlanta, and he made a knock, and I won my second bat title. Because the year before that, it was Matty Alou with Pittsburgh.
Yep.
And the day before the last day of the season, Matty and I went 9 for 9.
You have incredible memory for
He got
this stuff.
4. Well, it's batting title. I mean,
Yeah, it's important.
you know, in those days, you wanted to win bat titles because you got
Extra cash.
raises.
Sure.
Yeah,
All right, very cool.
something to negotiate with.
Well, this is interesting. So you're only on the 3rd card in the pack, and look, Pete Richert again is here, which is kind of crazy, which means that if we get you in the pack, we could maybe get you twice. That'd be really cool.
Well, don't bet on it.
All right, we'll bet on it.
I never bet on cards before. Okay.
Oh, man, this is great. I'm having a lot of fun
But
with
somebody
you.
named Pete's in there twice.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
Mr.
All right,
Richert,
we got
absolutely.
somebody in there.
So another Pirate Team card, folks. And I can't forget, hopefully my son Crosby is watching. Sweetness, I love you. And so I hope you're having a good time. Ooh, Pepitone.
Joe.
Joe Pepitone. Let's get that in the holder.
Astro.
Ooh, you're excited to go through.
This guy used to be the Reds.
I gotta keep
too.
up with it.
Mike Cuellar.
All right.
He was a good player. Screwball.
Ooh, not that many people throw the screwball anymore, do they?
This guy stole 106 bases one year with the Dodgers.
Yeah, he was incredible.
Didn't start switch bat until he was 30 years old. That's strange, isn't it?
Yeah, it is strange.
He's from Spokane, Washington.
Cubbies team card.
Who cares?
Exactly. Let's keep moving
Who
on.
cares
We don't care about the Cubbies.
Oh, there's the Reds. Dean Chance, he won the Cy Young for Cleveland. He just died a couple years ago. You know what he was?
No.
After he retired from baseball, he was a really good fight promoter.
Really?
Yeah, Northern Ohio.
So interesting the businesses that the players
Well,
get
it was
into,
like
you know,
Reds
afterwards.
uniform, doesn't it?
It does, very much so. Yeah.
There's Joe again.
Oh,
There's Cuellar again.
I got to keep up with you. Let's try to keep in order if we can.
I'm going to do it.
Oh.
I can't do it that way.
Well, you can. Yes, you can do it like that. Yes. All right, sounds great. Who am I to tell the Hit King what they can do and can't do,
I
right?
don't remember this guy. Isn't that something? Who is that?
Tom Satriano, and I couldn't tell you.
That's strange.
Yeah, but one at a time. I'll pop in the holders for you. Ooh,
Sutherland?
I don't know him, but I'm curious if you know the next big guy in the pack. I know he was a powerful guy, home run hitter.
He had a home run in 69 All-Star game in Washington. One of the longest home runs I've ever seen. He hit it in the upper deck in right center field. In the right-hand hitter.
He was powerful, right?
Well, okay. I'm going to give you some background on Frank Howard.
Sure.
He played at Ohio State. He played on the same college basketball team with Havlicek, Siegfried, and Bobby Knight.
It's a pretty good ball team.
Havlicek, Bobby Knight, Larry Siegfried, and Jerry Lucas.
Hall of Famer.
It was probably the smartest team ever assembled. They were all 4-point. They were.
That's cool.
But Frank was 6'8".
Yeah, no, he was nasty.
There's Octavio Cookie Rojas. Played with the Reds too.
Yep.
Played with the Phillies too. And
Well, Tommy Davis, former Dodger, right?
well, he was a good player.
Yeah. I guess that was towards the tail end of his career.
One year he knocked in 140 some runs with 12 home runs.
140 RBIs
Something
and
like
12
that,
home
yeah.
runs? Wow.
Might be on the back of the card.
Yeah, let's see. So, oh my God, he had 153 RBIs and 27 home runs in
How many home
1962. 27 home runs. Wow.
He wasn't-
I didn't realize he was that good.
Oh yeah, that's because he was knocking in. He was knocking in Maury Wills.
Who was faster than a speeding bullet? Yeah, I don't know who Mike Paul
You
is.
remember him? You notice the guys I don't remember. It's because they were in the American League. We didn't have divisional play,
Sure,
especially Cleveland, because they trained in Arizona.
sure.
We trained in Florida.
So you would know those guys as well.
There's just,
We got a possibility of hopefully a Willie Mays in here, we'll see. He's also in this series.
does a good job with the Dodgers today announcing
Yes.
Rick Monday.
Oh, Cito Gaston.
He can play.
Yeah, I think he also got himself into trouble, though, with the Blue Jays, right? I think he misled people about his service time or something like
I
that.
don't
Yeah. Well, we won't talk about
So I'm
controversy.
the only guy who got in trouble.
I don't believe that.
Ricky Clark. Another guy in the American League I don't know.
Yep.
See? There's Richert again. Joe Keogh. I wonder if he's related to Marty Keogh. I played with Marty Keogh. Joe was probably his son.
Your memory is incredible for all the details of just players, time, and places. I love how you're reading the backs of the cards.
Well,
You're like an 11-year-old kid.
there.
Yeah, no, this is great. Oh, Rusty Staub was very popular, right?
Recently.
Yeah, he did.
Hit, man.
I met him. He was a
You
wonderful
know what his
person.
nickname was?
No.
Le Grand Orange.
Montreal.
Really?
With the big orange. He had orange hair.
Yes, he did.
Did you do your homework?
A little bit. I didn't always do my homework in school.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Why are you sweating? It's not hot there.
Yeah, I know, but look who I'm sitting next to.
Well, she's standing next to me. She's not sweating.
I'm cool.
The White Sox.
Checklist first. Checklist first.
Thank you. Got to keep them in order.
Sorry about that.
Ah, please not apologize. We're having a good time here.
Boston.
Red Sox, yep. Obviously, you didn't play them very much.
Is the card business popular today again?
Yeah, it's very strong. Yeah. Our company, Vintage Breaks, opens up packs live on YouTube several days a
This
week.
guy is one of 2 left-handers that I ever batted left-handed against because I couldn't hit him.
Really?
He
He must have been pretty nasty, yeah.
Screwball.
Yeah.
Him and a guy named Randy Jones.
Why do you think they don't throw the screwball as much today?
Tough on the elbow.
Yeah.
But see, when you're a left-hander and you throw a screwball, it's a pitch to get right-hand hitters out with.
Sure, makes
So
sense.
I batted left-handed off
To
of it,
try
and I
to-
still couldn't hit him.
Oh my God.
Who was the other left-handed?
Randy Jones.
Randy Jones. I remember.
Yeah. Oh, that's
He won
good.
a Cy Young. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Of course.
Darrell Evans, rookie.
That's a good
Wow.
A little bit off-centered, but Darrell Evans is a good ball player.
Well, you know, 40 home run winner.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Mike McQueen.
I don't know who Mike McQueen is.
You know Steve McQueen?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And then I want to show everyone the shirt on
No, I
here.
don't know these guys. Wow.
A couple more left in the pack.
There's a guy for the Yankees, Jake Gibbs.
Yeah, there we go.
Pretty good catcher. Never made it big, but he's a pretty good catcher.
Jim Fregosi was a decent ball player, but a good manager, right?
Oh, Jim was the worst trade in history of baseball.
No
No one ran for Jim Fregosi.
Thought I
I'll
heard
tell you one
that
thing
before.
Jim could do, though. He used to take me to Los Alamitos. He could pick the quarter horse.
Really?
Yeah, he could pick them. Yeah, Jim Fregosi could pick them.
I'm no good at the horses.
Uh,
We'll put that in here. And that's the last card, which we'll random off afterwards, because there's an extra card in the pack. Who's that?
Tom Griffin. He had good stuff, too. Houston.
I want to show everyone what we're giving Mr. Rose. This is a nice T-shirt with Vintage Breaks on the front, and then of course on the back. So,
Awesome. Yeah, please do. Thanks again.
Thank you.
thank you very much, Mr. Rose. That was great. Had a lot of
Don't we have
fun.
another stack we go
Stay
through?
in touch with us.
Sure, if you wanted to. But,
Put that in there for booking. Sure.
do you guys have that 1970 cello
You
with
guys
the
have
rose
any
on top?
questions for me?
Yeah. Anyone have any questions for Mr. Rose?
What are you up to these days?
At 2:30? I work for Federman Sports in Las Vegas, Nevada, at the art and music stores, about 20 days a month. Matter of fact, I'll be there Tuesday. That's my boss right there,
Okay.
Ryan Federman. Federman Sports, Fiterman Sports. I'll be in Houston next weekend signing autographs.
Very cool.
Teaching any baseball?
No, but I talk baseball.
Oh my goodness, I can do this all day.
I talk to kids every day.
Okay.
You know, but you just can't critique everybody because I don't have time. So I tell kids to do 3 things. You can do it in sports, you can do it in life.
Crosby, I hope you're listening, honey.
Yeah, and the first thing you tell kids is to be aggressive. And the next thing you tell them is be more aggressive. And the next thing you tell them is never be satisfied. That's why I got the record for 2-hit games, 3-hit games, 4-hit games, and 5-hit games. Because I was never satisfied. You know, don't be satisfied in life. Don't be satisfied when you're playing sports. If you got a bat in your hand, you're in the batter's box, you're trying to get a hit.
Every
I don't
time.
care what the score is. And the other thing you got to teach these kids today, if any of you guys got sons or daughters, granddaughters, grandsons, nieces, nephews, and you go watch them play, okay, which you do, correct? Don't tell me you're not in a better mood when they win. And if you're not, you shouldn't be going to games. You have to emphasize kids today. It's better to get an A than a C. It's better to win the game than lose the game. Because to be honest with you, I don't know anybody who plays baseball for exercise.
Yeah, you play to win. You play to win.
I ask
Very
kids
well
every
put.
day, why do you play? It's fun. Was it fun when you lose? No. Then why do you play? Play to win. But don't forget, I won more games than anybody in the history of sports. So I'm talking at the top, going down.
Sure.
But it's important. You know, I was blessed when I played. I had 11 Hall of Fame teammates. Not too many guys play with 11 Hall of Fame players.
No.
I played with the greatest catcher ever, the greatest third baseman ever, the greatest second baseman ever, and the only Cuban ever to make the Hall of Fame. That would be Tony Perez. So, you know, and I played for Sparky Anderson.
Unbelievable guys.
Yeah, he was the most street smart guy I ever met in my life. But you got to emphasize winning, man. It's important.
What about giving every kid on the team a trophy?
Not in my house. I didn't get no ring when I finished in the World Series second 3 times.
Nope.
That's called a participation trophy.
Okay.
Which hitter would you compare to yourself of all time? Closest to you?
What's that?
Which hitter you
Well, there was a lot of hitters better than me, but I got all the hits. There's a lot of guys that have more talent than me, but I got all the records. I had hand-eye coordination, you know. And by the way, I was a switch batter, not a switch hitter, okay? And there is a difference.
Guys, it's been a blast with Mr. Rose
Nobody
today.
understands that?
No, I don't get it.